Hello, I'm Ted Nyquist with the Midwest chapter of the American Rhododendron Society. This video is the third in this series where we hear from John Migas, owner of Woodlands Nursery in Saugatuck, Michigan, where he tells us how he fertilizes his rhododendrons and azaleas. Additional videos with John Migas can be found on our chapter website, www.midwestars.org. These include soil preparation and planting and examples of rhododendrons that perform well in his climate.
Okay, we talked about soils and planting amendments with the pine bark and the composted leaves. One of the questions I'm always asked is, what do I fertilize with? If you use those products that I talked about, not the products, but the soil, most times you don't have to fertilize. It gives it what it needs. If you need to fertilize, what I use is the most common fertilizer I use for field-grown plants is Hollytone. It's an organic fertilizer. It's also used for dogwood trees and evergreen trees. It's a multi-purpose fertilizer for acid-loving plants. This is for the field-grown plants. Another thing I'm asked is my plants are yellow. What do I do? Ironite gets the yellow out. Perfect. It's one of the best products to use. Nothing greens like ironite. Remember that. When it comes to potted stuff, as far as the potted azaleas and rhododendrons, this is one product called Ultra Green. It's for azaleas, rhododendrons, and camellias. It's a granule fertilizer as the other ones. Excellent for container grown plants. You could also use it in the field too. More for the professional growers, we use this bag called Osmocote. This is for acid-loving plants. It's a slow release. We use this mostly for container-grown plants. So there's a few products that I just talked about here that you can use for fertilizing. All of them are good. These are for the Midwest. Now, where you live, I'm sure that there's some kind of fertilizer that's been created for your region. Reading the labels is always the best thing to do.
In the next video, John Migas describes some of the rhododendrons he is growing in his Saugatuck, Michigan nursery.